Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to Thuggin' It Out. Thuggin' It Out is a platform where we create a safe space to acknowledge, experience, and overcome real life issues in a positive and healthy way. This week on the Talk It Out series, Volume 2, we got my girl Tiffany here and we about to get into some things. How you doing, Tiffany?
I'm all right. How about yourself?
Girl, I'm here. My week was crazy at work, and when I tell you I questioned quitting my job this week, it was one of them weeks. And true thugging it out fashion, we just gonna start with a mental check-in. How are you, girlfriend? How are you?
I'm okay. I went to the doctor this week and they referred me back to physical therapy. And I got a yearly checkup, so I'm good. All my test results came back, so I'm
That's
happy.
good. When you start physical therapy.
I got to call them. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not ready yet because I didn't know if they was going to like tell me to come in the very next day.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I
Yeah.
got to get myself together. I would rather do it well, I would rather do it like either on a Tuesday or Wednesday because that's when my baby got after school. So I can have extra time.
Okay. That's what's up. I mean, you're not in no pain. I know last time we talked, you was like, I'm in so much pain and this, that, and the third. You're not in
Yeah.
pain, are you?
Well, right now I'm not, but like at nighttime it could get a little intense. But he gave me some medicine. I told him, I'm like, dope me up. he started, he started laughing. I'm like, I'm serious, but he read my X-ray results or whatever. He's like, it's not that serious. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
but the pain make it seem like it's serious. So I'm just like, just refer me and give me some medicine. But I haven't took my medicine yet because my back haven't been hurting. But I know probably like in a few more days that shit gonna start back hurting.
You think it hurt when you like get in these modes where you're not really moving around as much, or do moving around make it hurt more? Like when you just
I
sitting
think,
around getting stiff, do it hurt?
yeah, and it's like when I was working, it would just be hurting, period. And I think it's like part of me being stressed out a lot, so
Mm-hmm.
that's what flares it up.
Oh yeah, if you got like a pinched nerve, because I think stress kind of trigger like mess with your nerves and stuff. If I ain't mistaken.
Yeah, cause like it's like it hurt right here on my right side, but it was
Mm-hmm.
something that was aching. It was like something inside real deep. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, what the hell is that? So I just started doing my back exercise that I had learned in my last physical therapy section, but it just come. It come when it want to. It'd
Yeah.
be like surprise, surprise.
Thought I was gone. I'm back.
Man, that shit ain't no joke.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, I got a video. We're gonna start off with a video before we get into our first question.
Okay, let me leave.
Here we go.
Experience severe emotional trauma, usually maybe in their childhood.
No, the thing is, when you've been traumatized in your childhood, you can't help but look for trauma in adulthood. So you'll look for somebody who will reincarnate that trauma. Somebody, say, for example, parent is abusive, you look for an abusive partner. Parent is absent, you look for an absent partner. You owe yourself the right to feel loved in the correct way. So select wisely. Selection is everything. Try not to, because what happens is when you've been traumatized, somebody who feels familiar, even though it's chaotic and horrible, you'll be drawn to them because it feels familiar. And you label that as chemistry. And somebody who's nice, consistent, and caring, you see as boring. And you're like, oh, I don't want that. You owe yourself to look for peace, not pleasure. Because in the long run, that peace will give you that comfort you always craved as a child. But that chaos will rehash all the traumas and you are left feeling so low. So you owe yourself that experience of love if you didn't get it as a child. Try and think about it like that. That child that
Coming out strong.
Man.
I most recently, well, I got this video and this question from. I don't know if you on TikTok.
No, but I seen that video on Instagram. I seen that
Well,
video.
yeah, but on TikTok, it's this journal that's going around. It's like the shadow work journal. Have you ever heard of that?
Mm-mm.
It's basically a journal that they got all these exercises and it's supposed to trigger your like subconscious to basically kind of, it's like shadow work. Basically, sometimes we do a lot of things unconsciously from our childhood that we kind of buried, and it's kind of like they got exercise that kind of trigger it, and it kind of basically brings stuff to the surface so that you can get past it and to get over it. Because one of the exercises was like looking at childhood memories. And personally, it's crazy because when I think about my childhood, I always think of something, like all the good stuff. But once I had read the journal and started doing the exercises, the first memory that popped in my head was a memory of like my mom and my daddy fighting, like actual like fist fight. And it's something that I never really think about like as an adult, because I guess it's something that I just kind of buried and kind of forgot. But it brought that memory up, and then it made me think, like, damn, in my past, I used to always mess with like a man, some like it always ended up getting physical. Like even from like Jamal daddy ended up getting physical when I was dealing with crazy. We just go. That was a ride, and it's just like it was a pattern that I was doing that I didn't even recognize that came possibly from this memory that I had buried in my head. So that leads to the question: how would you rate your childhood, and do you think that your father affected the woman you are today? Start with how would you rate your childhood?
I would rate my childhood like, well, until I got to teenage years. Like my childhood, I would rate it to like 10 because I had a good childhood life. Like my mama, she always kept a job. We always had a roof over our head. Then it's like when we was living in projects, we was good. Like when we was living in projects, like we had like towels on our floor. We had like towels and a big screen. So her and my little brother Daddy, they was together. I saw them fight one time. And it was something, they was going through some shit or whatever, and he was banging on the door. And so I didn't understand at the time. So I'm just like, okay. I opened the door. He like went straight to the room and was choking my mama up. And my mom was like, why you open up the door? And then he had ran out and left. So I didn't understand what the fuck was going on. But the whole time, I don't know if they was cheating on each other. Then he ended up having a baby. That is, I don't want to say her name because I don't know who watching, but she cool now. It's like all his baby mamas, they cool. But he ended up having a baby by her. And one time we was in a project, they raided our house. And shit, I don't know what was going on, but my mama never sat down and like told me what was going on. And I think she was like still messing around my daddy too. So that's some shit that they had going on was a secret. But I was always nosy as a child. So it's like I'm always like trying to figure out what's going on and try to put the pieces together. But now that I'm just like, what the fuck? But like my childhood, my teenage, I could say, wait, I'm saying it wrong. My teenage childhood was a fucking mess. Like when we first moved from the projects to 44th and Wabash, and I was being fast or whatever. My daddy, he was like on and off, and that's when I started hanging on 43rd. So when I started,
pause. I'm gonna stop you. So when you say, your childhood was good, what age are we talking about when you say you went into teenage years and that's kind of when you got out the change? How old were you?
I'll say I was 15.
15. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's not, I feel like that's around the age that a teenager starts to rebel at like 15, 16.
But like I could, hopefully the young ladies can relate to this, but like at the age of 15, I was fucking on a 21-year-old. But when I was 15, I had a body of a 18-year-old. Like I always had a booty on me and titties. So it's just like, so when the first thing first, my mama just like cut me off when I had this boy that I was talking to, but I wasn't having sex, and he gave me a hickey. So you know what that means when you get a hickey and you come home.
Yeah, in the Black community, they already think that you didn't do the whole 9 yards. Yeah,
girl, I had on a turtleneck for a whole week straight.
Was it wintertime? Was it wintertime?
Girl, it was the summer. My mom was like, "Why you got on the turtleneck?" So I'm just like, So it was one morning we was on our way to church, and like she ripped the fucking turtleneck off me. Like, what is going on? Then she saw the hickey. She like, I lied to her. She like, did you having sex? I'm like, yeah. So I laughed, but I wasn't. I don't know what was my
You
reaction with
laugh.
that.
Most people,
Girl, I
it's crazy.
thought
My mama
kissing.
never asked me was I having sex. Like when they figured out I was having sex, I was pregnant. Like my I don't know. In our household, it was never like this conversation with your parent, like, are you having sex, or even care. It was
Right.
like one of them unspoken things in my household.
It was like that with me. But then it's like after that, I started hanging on 43rd with my friends and shit. And so I met this guy. He was 21. And I told him that I was 18. And my mama, she was working overnight. And that's when she had started messing around with my stepdaddy, my
Mm.
other stepdaddy. And so he was watching us and I was being fed, sneaking him in the house and shit. Then I ended up getting pregnant.
Mm.
So like my friend, may her rest in peace, her name Robin. So she was like, "What you gonna do?" Like that was my true friend. She was telling me about sex and boys and shit like that. She was the
She
only
was
person
older
that I
than
was.
you.
Yeah, Robin was like maybe about 5, 6 years older than me. And
Mm.
me and her, we was cool. We was talking. She like, "Well, you got to tell your mama." So I'm just like, okay. So when I
Mm.
told her, and I told her his age, and she like, "Oh, I'm finna get him locked up." And I begged, so I'm like, please don't get my boyfriend locked up. But the whole time, to think about when I'm older now, his ass should have been locked up. Because he a piece of shit.
That's definitely a predator. 21-year-old and a 15-year-old, like, y'all have nothing in common. Like, that's,
And he didn't even know that I was 15. Like, he thought that I was 18. But come on now. You a
you
street
know.
nigga. You know.
Yeah, they be
And
knowing. That's one thing I could say about back in the day. A lot of men, like street men, they was like predators, but we didn't look at them as
mm-hmm.
predators because we look at it as, oh no, nah, they cool. Like the dope dealers, they got money. We all know them, but they really be predators because they really prey on little girls.
Yeah, and when I met him, he was driving an expedition truck. And I was just like, we what we used to wear back in the day. We used to wear Pecco jeans, Pelly jeans. I was thick as hell. I'm like, okay. And that was my first time like ever getting an abortion at the age of 15.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what the fuck was going on. My mama broke it down to me like, look, you either gonna have this baby or we're gonna get an abortion. But then when I told him I was pregnant, he started acting funny and shit. So I'm just like, I'm gonna get an abortion. And I had got my first abortion.
How was that experience being, 15 and being pregnant and choosing just to, say, nah, I'm not. In question, did you choose to get an abortion based off of him acting funny, or you was like, nah, I don't want no kids right now?
It was both. Cause I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I was so into myself. It's just like I don't know what I'm gonna do with a baby. I'm still in high school, and I dropped out of
Mhm.
high school and everything. It's just like, and then after I had the abortion, he was like happy, and then we started back messing around.
So he was only acting funny because you was pregnant.
Yeah, shit like that. And I
That's
don't think he
crazy.
wanted his family to know, or it was
That
a
he
lot of
got a
stuff going on.
15-year-old pregnant.
And then too, hold on.
It's crazy.
Okay,
That's one thing I can say. We need to do better in the Black
go
community.
ahead. I got it. No, I got it. I will pop it. Okay. Okay. She said she know how to pop her own popcorn.
Gotta let go,
But
Tiffany.
yeah.
Gotta start letting go.
Cause I don't want her to be all, oh mommy, I made a mistake. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah. And
So,
then two years what's that 15? 2 years after that, had another one battle.
about the same man?
We was together for 4 years.
4 years.
You
So
know
you
who I'm
messed
talking
with him.
about.
I know who you're talking about, but I just figured out who you was talking about. But it's like that's still a predator though. Like, I mean, let's call
Yeah.
it spade a spade because I'm looking at it not from our perspective or even yours because you went through it. But if that was your daughter, it's like,
Yeah, and that's scary. That's
yeah.
real scary. Now that I'm older and she 8, it's just I don't want that to happen to her. And I used to be thinking so much like, what if she end up doing the same thing that I did, and I wouldn't even know how to handle. But I do know how to handle it because at the time my mama, she was not talking to me. She wasn't
Mm-hmm.
talking to me about nothing, and she a street woman. Her
Mm-hmm.
and my daddy had me at 17. they've been in the streets for a long time. So it's like, for you to have been through the same thing that I'm going through now, you should have. But she also did say like she should have did better by talking to me.
Like prepared
Hold
you
on.
for it.
That's why I just told you to let me do it. Okay, go in the back. I'm on the interview. I'm sorry, y'all. That's my daughter.
We know mommy's comes first, but I mean that's good that your mom can take accountability for that. But do you think that even, from hindsight, at 15, if your mama was a little bit more vocal, do you think that probably would have changed your actions, or you think it would have still been like, I'm still gonna do this?
I don't. I think it would have like changed my actions if we would have been closer because at that time she couldn't tell me shit. In my mind, that was my mindset. My mindset was like she couldn't tell me shit. I'm grown. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. And I got my first job at the age of 16. She wasn't taking care of me. Like when we had got that procedure when I was 15, she had first got her taxes and she bought me something. And then after that, she wasn't bad me nothing else no more. Cause I was being hard headed and she wasn't taking the time to like really listen to me or, talk to me and spend some time. And when she called my daddy was an asshole about it. He was just like, oh, I'm with my family.
How did that feel?
Girl, I was depressed. I got worse after that. But see, I always had a grounded mindset. Like I always had that mindset where I'm gonna get me a job. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't really like out here just being no fucking bum.
Yeah.
So
but that's a lot. At 15 to have to, or even at 16 to have to take care of yourself, like you still like a child, like you still supposed to be accounted for. So do you think that's what kind of just made you like, man, I'm just continuously go down this road of doing what I want to do?
Yeah, it absolutely did because he left. Like, he was one of those niggas that was out on the street and motherfuckers wanted my father dead. And the same niggas who I was around, they wanted my daddy dead. So for them to be looking at me and calling me his junior and shit, to look back on that shit, it was like that was scary because they could have did something to me. They could have did something to me and left in his face, but they already knew. But they knew that not to touch me because they knew that my daddy, he was dangerous. But you still left me out here in the cold to go build another family, even though you did it the right way to just get the fuck out of here and change your life. But you left me.
Yeah.
You left me behind. And it fucked me up in the head because it's like, when I was younger, I used to count the years that I ain't see him. Like, I used to literally count, like, if I see him one time and he'll be gone for like 2 years, I'd be like, damn, it's been 2 years. I would count the years. And that shit, it'll hurt my soul, but I had to get through that shit. And then I had my cousins. My cousin Tashika, that's my bitch right there. She was always there with me. No matter what I went through, she was the person that I talked to. And it's been times where I got so depressed one time. I tried to commit suicide and everything. I tried to slit my wrist. My mama had called me. Shit, I was about, all this was happening like at the age of like 15, 16. Yeah.
15, 16? That's a lot. That's heavy.
Yeah. I was smoking weed heavy, all kind of shit. So I was just going through it.
You think that you was so depressed and you was feeling this way based off of, just your daddy, or just, dealing with the older man who was kind of, I guess,
and he was very abusive. Yeah, he was abusive. He was beating my ass, all kind of shit. So it was just all in one. And on top of that, goes back to when I was younger, I lost my grandma. So I feel like I ain't had nobody. I was just wilding out. But then I always kept myself together. I never like took it out on anybody else. I never did like no reckless shit, like steal from people, none of that shit. I was just going through my own shit and battling demons.
That's crazy because at 15 and 16, you're still a child, but to still be going through all this trauma, because that's really what it is, at a young age, that's heavy for anybody. I don't think grown women or men can go through that. And at that time, you was still a child. Let's just call a spade, because at 15, 16, you're not an adult.
Yeah, it was a lot going on. And it's like before I got my job, my first job, like I say, my mama, I think this happened when I was like 18. But my mama, I didn't have no support. I ain't had no money at the time. So that's when I started stealing out of stores and shit downtown. You know, everybody used to steal. I got my ass caught. G. I got caught. It was a store downtown. It was like a basement store. Now it's a Burlington, I think.
I think I know what you're talking about. It was like you could go upstairs and you can go downstairs. It was like right on, I think, Wabash, wasn't it? Like by the train station.
Yeah, it was like Wabash and State Street.
Yeah, you could go in on both sides, right?
Yeah.
On both streets. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Girl, they ass called me. So they took me to the police station on 18th Street. I called my mama. First thing she said, I ain't coming to get you. You shouldn't have been stealing. She left me, G, but she tried to come and get me at the end. Luckily, I had friends on the block that I called, like, yeah, they finna release me, give me an ad bond. So by the time she get the call on my phone and shit, I'm like, I'm already released. Like, what? It's nothing that you can do. Like, and then it's like the family want to say, oh, you ain't got to steal. You ain't come from no bum family, but who the fuck is giving me money? Ain't nobody giving me resources to get no job. Ain't nobody sitting this little girl down talking to me like, look, we've been through this, we walked the bam. You know, nobody was guiding me.
Yeah,
so it's like I had to do what the fuck I had to do.
Yeah. You did what you felt was best. I mean, you gotta sit there thinking about it. At 18, you've been going through trauma and all this bad stuff for the past 3 years. And if you add on the daddy trauma, that's all your life. So it's like you in a fight or flight mode for a long period of time. So it's like you learn how to adapt and do what you got to do. And I think sometimes people don't understand that when people do certain things and it comes off a certain way, it's like, but you doing what you got to do.
Yeah, and he had other kids. Like I supposedly be the oldest, but like when he left, you know, he's still with her now. He married to her. Me and her, she cool. You know, that's my stepmom, whatever. But he went and she already had 2 kids. He went and had 3 kids by her and left me. But me and my daddy, like some years ago, we talked about it. He cried on the phone. He apologized. But I forgave him. That's my homie right now to this day. But it's still like,
why do you forgive him?
I forget because I always love my daddy. Like no matter what, like even when he did come and get me, like he never like did nothing to me. He wasn't mean. He'll buy me shit or whatever. But it's just that I really couldn't stand my mama. I should have been like hated both of their ass, but every time I just saw my daddy, my spirit, my soul would just light up.
See, you just said something that I think speaks a lot of value. It's crazy how the dad can be the one that's inflicting like the cause of certain things, but as children, we just always naturally mad at our mama.
Yeah.
Because I could relate to that even, you know, speaking on my little situation, it's like everybody with my parents, everybody put my daddy on a pedestal. And they be like, oh, my mama messed up with my daddy, but it's one of the things that it's like, did she really though? Because it takes 2 to tango. Like you wasn't in a relationship. You don't really know what she did endure. Like we could see all my mama BS, but we, you know, it's like the man in the situation, he always considered the stink, regardless of what really happened. And it's like us on the outside looking in, we like, you the problem. Like it's your fault, but it's like, is it though?
Right, because he told me some shit, and I was just like, didn't nobody tell me nothing. It took for me to be an adult, for me and him to sit there and get drunk, and he told me the whole fucking story. And I'm just like, but I asked him like, but where would you on my birthday? Like, even though like my mama didn't teach me about this street life and you know basic life shit, she still was there for me. Like on my birthdays, birthdays was lit, and I used to be looking for this nigga like. My birthday is summertime. Like, why? Where the fuck is you at? And he had shit to say. He was just looking stupid. So I'm like, it's okay.
You forgave him for that. That's a strong woman. Because for me, I could forgive everybody, but once I forgive you, it's like, nah, you can't do like you can't come around me.
Yeah.
I'm good on it. So that says a lot about you for you to be able to endure that and then forgive somebody and still be like, yeah, I still love you the same. Even though I do love people the same, it just can't come back around me.
Yeah. And I'll be want to be left out.
Mm-hmm.
Cause it's like he getting older and both of them the same age, they getting older. So it's just like, the shit that made me become the woman that I am, I forget them and I still love them because at the end of the day, even though I was the problem child, when
Mm-hmm.
y'all get old and need somebody, guess who gonna be there? Me. Them other kids, they ain't gonna fucking be around. Even though y'all spoiled the fuck out them kids, birthdays, all kind of shit. When y'all get old, they gonna be gone with their life, and here I come. The
We got double
oldest.
back. Why you say you was the problem child?
Because my brother on my mama's side, he never got in trouble. He was the good kid, and I feel like I was the problem child because all the shit that I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like his other kids that he had with his wife, they raised them kids in Indiana and Iowa. They was never no city kids.
Mm-hmm.
And my other sisters, they live in Arizona.
So, I got a question. Tell me when you come back. You got what about people? Okay.
That's the same thing Naraya be doing.
I mean, even with saying that, I feel like question with your little brother daddy. He was around for a nice period of time though, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like you have good reasonings on being the quote unquote problem child because look at your dynamic versus your siblings. It's totally different. Your daddy was never actually present.
Right.
You never really experienced that. Yeah, you experienced a stepfather, even a stepfather now, but that 101 fatherly love, you never experienced that. And I think kids need that. Like, that's a necessity. I mean, it's not like a requirement, but when you actually have a parent there that's just choosing not to be there, I feel like that has a bigger effect on a child versus, a father not being there at all, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And then I always have my own man and shit, so it's just like, I think I was the chosen one though, because that goes back to when I said that my grandmother had passed away.
Mm-hmm.
I knew she passed away because her spirit came to me,
Mm-hmm.
and so I think like after all what I've been through, I feel like she's been right there to like guide my man, my body, and my soul because it's like even when I did do some fucked up ass shit, I never really got into no real deep ass shit.
Mm-hmm.
I never really like was the type to go follow the crowd. I always did shit on my own, low key, solo dolo type shit. So, and then it's like a lot of my childhood friends, they on drugs, like real bad.
Oh,
And
drugs.
then, yeah.
I feel like in Chicago now it's like an epidemic. I was watching someone they was saying about all the people that's on drugs, like it's crazy, and it's like people think just because they not like on like smoking crack, like the old drugs, that they not really considered like drug addicts. When it's a lot of people out here that's really are like drug addicts, and they don't even know because it's the
Hell
new age
yeah.
drug.
I was a drug addict, but I know how to tame myself. Like, I think the difference, well, I'm gonna speak on my experience. Like, the difference between me and like my friends, wait, for you to get on drugs, it always be a nigga that you meet the wrong nigga and get up under the wrong nigga arms, it's over with. But I feel like the difference between me and my other friends, they probably always had a stable mindset. So it's like, if I'm gonna do some drugs, I'm not the type that's gonna wild out, do
Mm-hmm.
some other shit. And people be lost in the sauce. I feel like me being a drug addict, I was a stable drug addict.
You like it's
Shit.
levels.
Right.
I ain't out like that like that.
I'm gonna do some drugs in the house.
Mm.
Shit. So
We gotta bag up. So we was at 18-21 and we was with the groomer. I'm gonna call the groomer because he was like 6 years older than you. 15 to 21, that's 6
I
years,
think
right?
he 8.
8
That's
years.
8, right?
Nah, 15. You was 15, you was 21, right?
Wait, 15 years.
That's 21. I mean, that's 6 years.
Right,
Right.
6 years. Right. Yeah,
So
he
that's
is
a
older.
6-year age difference. And how long? You say you was in that relationship for 8 years? You say
For like 3 or 4.
3-4
I
years.
got pregnant twice.
Pregnant twice, and it was abusive. So once you finally left him alone,
I didn't leave him alone. He left me. That
so
was a
he left you.
blessing. So his ex, he got a baby by her now, whatever. Remember the girls I was fighting in front of your house?
Yeah.
Huh. So I guess she came back around or whatever. Girl, they with my ex.
One thing I can say, even with that fight, you did, it happened, but you was no punk bitch. Like, it's not a lot of people out here that will take their ass whooping and still be talking shit. Like, a lot of people be like walking off like, nah, you was still like, I don't care. I still feel how I
And I
feel.
went to go get my cousins. Cause them bitches was older than me. G, I'm getting to it. Grown bitches. I'm a teenager, still in high school. Like, I was mad cause I was mad. Okay, so double back on him. The second baby, it was a stillborn. I'm 8 months pregnant. She passed away. He ended up going to jail. He got indicted, and so once I had the stillborn, he was still locked up. So when he got out of jail, basically some shit was moving around, and we couldn't really be together how we was. So the grown bitch came about, which was his ex. So she came in the picture. She had her own shit. I ain't had shit. I was staying with my mama. I was still a teenager. So that was a blessing in disguise that he left me and went with her because she had her own shit.
I mean, it definitely was a blessing because if you 15, 16 and he is a grown man, he ain't no business messing with you in the first place.
Yeah.
But then to put you in BS where you got a grown lady fighting, like you fighting a teenager, like that's crazy. That's a lot.
Yeah, she was like, that bitch hate. I don't know if she still hate me, but I
She
wonder how
probably do.
she felt about that shit. Like, she a little ass girl. What the fuck?
I wonder did she, well, I mean, she probably had to know. It's one of the things that I feel like as women, we never want to hold our men accountable. It's like we always get upset at the other woman when it's like, it's really not the other woman. It's him. He's the problem.
Yeah, had me coming to her house. That's how we first got into it. I found out where she lived at. He tried to play me and leave his clothes. His clothes was in a bag in my mama's house. I'm like, nah, let me go see where Shorty stayed. Let me go on Facebook and be nosy.
The Facebook started all the BS
Man.
in the neighborhood, but okay, we gonna leave that one alone. So when he left you alone, thank God, what was the
I'm
next
still fucking
phase?
with him. I was low key. I was still attached. I ain't gonna lie. I was still attached to the nigga because I'm just like,
Was he your
my
first?
man. Huh?
Was he your first?
Yeah, he was my first love.
I mean
I can say that.
that's a lot though. You know that them what they call them soul ties, and then based off you being young and you thinking this is like the end all be all, and you didn't got pregnant by him, had kids by him. Of course, anybody that's hard to let go of that.
Yeah, it was. It was. So
So
had to keep that moving.
so now what's the next phase at you about 18 around this point when you start messing with him?
Yeah, so after that, um, I still wasn't really on my shit though. Like I was still loose because my head wasn't in the game. I'm like, I started messing around with somebody else trying to make them mad. Just a whole bunch of bullshit. And when I really first started getting on my shit was when I first got my crib downtown, that studio. That's what got me away from a lot of shit.
Leaving
So
the area.
yeah, leaving this area, and I'm like, okay, I stay in a fucking studio downtown. I'm about
How old was
24
you?
around this. I was 24.
Okay. Hold on, question. I gotta take it back. I know earlier you spoke on being depressed and all this other stuff. Was that around the time that he stopped messing with you, or that was right after the first pregnancy?
Being depressed. That was all like went all around the first pregnancy.
Okay.
And it was the depression went for a long time. It went for a long period of time because I started messing with another nigga, and he was fucking the same shit that he be on.
How was you coping at the time with your depression? How would you say, what was your coping mechanisms?
I was popping pills. I was
Popping,
drinking.
drinking,
I was
smoking weed.
drinking. Drugs. Drugs had me coping. I always prayed a lot too.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
I
God
always
had to
pray.
get you through it because that's heavy. That's the dark space. Like depression ain't nothing to play with, or drug
Yeah.
addiction and alcoholism.
Oh
That's a
yeah,
lot.
let me tell you. One day I was on the block, and so I was walking and I seen this lady. I thought she was gonna ask me for some change. Whole time she was a prophet. It's my first time running into a prophet. She was like, she walked past me, then she doubled back. She like, can I talk to you? But in my mind, I'm like, damn, I don't got no change for her, whatever. She
Mm-hmm.
say, God want me to talk to you. So we standing, we talking. I'm like, okay, I'm ready to talk. She say, God gonna take you off these streets. She say, you got somebody that passed away? So I'm like, yeah. She like, your grandma, she's standing right here. So I'm finna start crying. She like, it's gonna be okay. She like, God gonna take you off these streets. You gonna get better. And this was the time where I don't know how old I was. I was probably like 22 or something. But my daddy was up here at the time, and they threw a party. And she said, you supposed to be going to a party? I'm like, yeah. She like, don't go to that party. They gonna kill you. So I'm like, what? So I'm like, okay. So I went back home. I told my mama. She kind of like blew me off or whatever, because my mama don't believe like I got a spiritual gift.
Mm-hmm.
And now that it really like it threw it out there when that prophet talked to me, and I couldn't believe that shit. So I'm like, okay. So later on that night, we supposed to went to that party, but we end up going to my grandma's house on my daddy's side, and we
Mm-hmm.
end up partying on her block,
Mm-hmm.
and that stuck with me for a long time.
Yeah,
So
you
I'm
didn't
just
go.
like, yeah, and it stuck with me because I'm like, it's real prophets out here. You know how they say in the Bible is a false prophet that will lead you down the wrong path. And I'm telling you, Kenya, that lady looked like she looked like she was like homeless, but the whole time she was in disguise.
I mean, a lot of times, because I'm like rereading the Bible. A lot of times, it be the people that you think God wasn't seeing. Them be the ones that actually got the message. It be the
Yeah,
ones
she
that
definitely
be
did.
put together that you gotta kind of get a side eye to, because you never know like what you like. You gotta have discernment. That's when the discernment come in. You got to be able to decipher the real from the fake, especially as we
Yeah.
start putting in all this crazy stuff with the internet and AI. You gotta really know the real from the fake.
And I couldn't believe that shit. Like this was, man, I couldn't believe it. I was like, okay. And God, and shit, years later, God did take me off these streets. Like, what? I never forget that lady. Like, she was pretty too. She was an older lady. She
Mm,
had like on layers of clothes and shit, and it was like a little hot outside. So I'm like,
yeah.
okay. And that's
Okay.
when I really started deep getting into my spiritual side shit.
Yeah. I mean, it comes at the least expecting times, but man, you've been through a lot. I told you this the other day. It's like, geez, it's a lot.
Yeah. I've been through a lot. I still got shit. No matter what, I know I got to keep my head together. And I'm getting way real deep into my spiritual side
I
though.
almost found out what you know. You said what? I'm
I said
sorry.
I'm getting no, that's okay. I'm getting real deep into it because I'm into readings, tarot readings and shit. I
Mhm.
got crystals. I be buying myself sage. So I'm into that now.
Yeah. I mean, you got to be into something.
Yeah. Or you're gonna be
So,
all over the place.
who?
Now I'm saying
People.
just in general, yeah, you gonna get into something like you
Yeah.
gotta be in tune with your higher self.
Yeah.
Yes. What? Can you give me a snacky for the story? Yeah, I'll get you one. Okay, when I'm finished. So yeah, go get them. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. Let me pause it. Let me pause my mic.
But like so far we have just tapped into a lot of stuff, and I just want to say that we as parents in general, we got to be a little bit more mindful in how we're really raising our teenagers, because too many of us, me included, as teenagers go through a lot of trauma. And not saying that our parents haven't tried or did their best, but a lot of our trauma starts in, I believe, was some starts at an early age, but majority of people's trauma starts in the teenage years. And we really have to find a way to really parent our teenagers, because in the Black community, we really leave our teenagers to dry. It's like soon as they make one mistake or they do something that we feel is outside of the status quo, we just say, nah, you want to be grown, so we leave you hanging to dry. When it's like, no, that's when you need somebody to come and get you together.
Yeah, because it's like, I just feel like this, like, as any fucking race, if you knew that you've been through the same shit, and you see, and even before you even see your child go through it, sit down, have those conversations, because it started off at a fucking young age. When they we be feeling like we left alone, because number one, our parents be worried about trying to put some food on the table, clothes on our back, roof over our head. Then they be in a relationship, so it's like they be trying to balance their relationship, but at the same time, you got to balance your relationship with your kids.
Yeah. With your experience, and you have a daughter now, do you think that you gonna be the parent that just keep it 100%?
Oh yeah, I keep it funky with her now, even though she doing her little sport stuff. She wants some snacks, but when we sit down, we talk. We be having deep conversations, and I told her, "Don't you ever be afraid to come to me. Talk to me about everything." Cause
and you okay with being honest with her? Because I know some parents, they be scared to just tell their kids the real them, when it's like, you never know, your experience could prevent me from going through the same stuff.
I'm not scared, because I would rather for her. I'll probably be scared of how I deliver it, but I'm gonna tell her the real deal. Man, she be thinking about some sex, I'm gonna buy some fucking condoms and show her, like, look, this how it look when they gonna try to pull it out. I'm gonna tell her all of that, because she like a boy right now. And I told her, I say, I ain't get her the real deal raw dog, but I just told her, like, boys are a distraction. So, prime example, she was playing with the little boy in school. She left her lunch bag. I say, now what I tell you, she like, Mommy, you right. Boys are a distraction, because I was so distracted playing with him, I left my lunch bag. I say, bingo. So how do you feel about it? She say, I'm not going to get distracted. I say, that's good. Because if you leave your lunch bag, you ain't going to have shit.
See, that's how it's supposed to be, though. That you could, even at that age, is learning moments that you could just break it down to them and just be honest. Because at the end of the day, kids gonna like people. I mean, in 6th grade, I had a boyfriend, so it's like, we can't act like kids ain't kids, that they gonna have feelings. They like people, but some parents be like, nah, I ain't gonna be like that. I ain't gonna do this, and it's like, you need to do it. That's how you prevent them from making the same dumbass mistakes we made.
Yeah. And then, because it's like, I'm learning that, like, our kids either a blessing or a curse from our past life. Because we all probably done been, this probably our first round on the earth, but we came from somewhere else and probably did some other shit. That's why a lot of shit probably fucked up, if you get what I'm saying. So,
yeah.
Shit.
Everything, if it's a rotation. It already happened before.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get into the next topic. We're gonna still dibble and dabble with life, but we got a new topic. I got a video for you.
Friend. A true friend isn't about who you've known the longest. It's about who walked into your life and said, I'm here for you. They are the stars, always shining bright in the darkest of times. They're the ones who laugh with you, cry with you, and stick around through every chapter of your life. They see you at your best and worst. They are the greatest treasure chest of memories, where every moment shared is a priceless gem, and they are the ones who see pain behind your smile and stay to wipe your tears away. True friends stick around through your highs and lows. What is a friend?
Okay. Friendship. Do you have real friends? And how would you rate me as a friend? I mean, we got to keep it funky.
I would rate you.
Well, have a seat. I'll call you. I'm sorry again. She trying me today.
What she want?
I don't know what she want, but we back on track. How would you rate me as a friend?
I mean, back then you was real young to hang with us. We was doing some wild shit.
I was tardy to the party. I'm a
Girl, that's a good thing. That was a good thing. That was a good thing. But shit, I'll rate you as a 7 as a friend,
I'll take it.
Cause you're not bad. You're not no bad person, you know what I'm saying? Then as far as like me being a friend, like I'm the type of friend, like if I got the money, you got to call me while I got that money in my hand, because I'm gonna spend that shit. And I've been a friend that I didn't never bought nobody nothing for their birthdays or no holidays, no shit like that.
Friendships we don't need that as friends. I feel like a friend.
And then I don't even look at you as my friend. I look at you as my family.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take that because family is better than friends. But I mean, I asked that question because I feel like people don't know how to be friends no more. And friendship, it's a lot friendship is like a regular relationship. You got responsibilities, expectations, all that other stuff. But I feel like nowadays people don't even understand the two-way type of street. And I'm not saying that we got to talk every day, because me and you don't talk every day, but every time we talk, it's genuine. And it's like we got the type of relationship that me and you, we don't talk every day. But whenever you call and we be around each other, it's like we never left. And me and you,
it's all love.
Yeah, it's like it's based off of that. It's not no jealousy type of thing. It's not no type of you want to sabotage, or you got some type of hidden, buried feelings that you don't want to tell me about. I feel like it's just genuine. And I feel like a lot of times nowadays, people ain't genuine no more. And family, friends included.
But I would say this. I was mad at you. I was mad at all of y'all motherfuckers.
Okay, let me hear.
Okay, I was mad when y'all went out of town without me.
You talking about that Vegas trip?
I was so pissed off because I'm just like, damn, like I could have really begged my mama, but my mama, her ass don't be going. So it's like, who the fuck am I to be saying, I'm mad y'all went on the trip?
I mean, it ain't my fault. Your mom, Sharice, she don't be playing that. I mean,
yeah.
I know back then she used to be like, come get your baby. I'm not baby. So it's like one of the things that's like, but before you had Namariah, me and you was thick as thieves. Like,
yeah, we was.
It was a time that was sad.
Yeah, we was lit.
And I could say I was a bad friend after you had Namariah, because I definitely was like, the show must go on. I kind of left you hanging.
You really didn't, because Naraya got sick real bad, so I couldn't do shit. And I was going through that shit with the nigga Nico and Monkey Dog.
I mean, we had your back around that time. I mean, I feel like we still stayed in contact even when Naraya was in the hospital. I used to come up to the hospital and sit up there with you and all that type of stuff. But I can't say I could have been a better friend. Because at that time, you probably needed a lot of support, because that was your firstborn baby. Y'all went through a lot.
Girl, hold on. Okay, I know I ain't tweaking. Girl, I thought I got a camera in my house. I thought that motherfucker went the other way. And it's off.
Somebody's watching you.
Girl, I thought it moved it on its own.
Nah, but I could have been a better friend to you around that time, because you probably needed a little bit more support than we gave you. You needed probably like a village at that point. I think everybody was still.
Shit, y'all gave me enough support when y'all did what y'all did. Allegedly.
Exactly. Allegedly. Allegedly. We're going to leave it at allegedly. Do you think you have real friends? Like, based off of all the people that you be around, do you say you have real friends?
As of right now, besides you, I don't have no friends. I don't talk to nobody. I don't talk to nobody. Like, well, Shakira, she my friend. We don't talk every day, but when we link up, we link up. But it's like I don't talk to nobody. I still fuck with my cousins and shit. But they all got
Yeah.
their own lives.
Yeah. So you ain't really close to nobody that you say that you was like thick as thieves bro back in the day. Like when you was,
Mm-mm.
you don't really talk to nobody.
I don't talk to nobody. Ain't nobody came to my house. I really don't want nobody come to my house. But if
Trust me,
you
you don't
come,
want nobody in your own space. I'm telling everybody, be very conscious of who you let in your space. Like,
yeah.
they bring
But
negative energy.
my well, can we say her name?
Who?
Do she be watching the show, Kiana?
I don't know, but I
I
mean,
mean,
it's your truth.
shit. Me and her was thick as thieves too. Like I say, I look at y'all as my family, but me and her, we not close no more.
What
So it's
happened?
like,
What do you think? Do you think that's something that could be reconciled, or is one of the things that it's like, it is what it
I
is?
don't know. I tried to reconcile with her when I was trying to hang out, and I had a babysitter, and she sent me off. I was gonna talk about that, but I apologized to her multiple times. So she probably just like, okay, you apologize, but that don't mean like we gonna be back cool.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, that's kind of how I feel about her personally. It's crazy that she could feel that way about you, but I mean, we just gonna keep it 100% real. That's my feelings about that situation. It's one of the things with a lot of people. It's like, yeah, I mean, I buried the hatchet a long time ago, and it's at a point for me where it's like a point of no return. I just rather not engage in that type of relationship with you no more,
yeah,
and that's
look,
fine.
it's gonna be some drama after that. But when she y'all did an interview on Thuggin' It Out podcast, and
Mm,
it's one particular thing that she said. She was like, I got old friends, I got new friends. She like, but if you don't like how my other friends feel, then you ain't my friend. And I was just
yeah.
like, what?
It made you feel away.
Yeah, it made me feel some type of way. So I'm just like, I don't know if she was thinking at the time, but she probably meant that shit. But at the same time, like, if you feel some type, me personally, that's just like if you feel some type of way about my other friends, I'm gonna talk to you personally, and I'm gonna talk to them. And if
Yeah.
y'all can't like sit in the room together, I'm not gonna put y'all together. And if somebody wrong, I'm gonna let a motherfucker know like you was wrong what you did to her. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? You don't do that to her. She a good person.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. It's just one of the things that I don't know. Even between the situation between me and her, it was never about like other people. It was to me, I kind of held her at a certain standard. And I'm like, nah, she ain't gonna do that. Or I know she will come through for me like that because that's the type of relationship we got. So when that time came for her to come step up to the plate and be the same type of friend I was to her, it was one of the things that she came up short. And it's not even about the certain situation because I feel like I'm just gonna clear it up real quick. I feel a lot of people
right.
think it's about my wedding. That the fact that, oh, people didn't show up to my wedding, so I'm cutting them off because I hear chatter from other people speaking on like, how can she still speak to Tiffany or how can she still be cool to them people and they didn't come to the wedding? It's like with you. You told me up front that it's a possibility that you will not be able to make it. And me knowing you in your situation, I can 100% understand you not showing up at my wedding because it's just not possible to you.
Mm-hmm.
So why would I be upset at you and put that expectation on you when you came to me from the jump saying that, oh, I won't be able to come to your wedding? Okay, cool, that's fine. I love you from a distance because at the end of the day, I knew when I had a wedding in Vegas that a lot of people wasn't going to be able to come. But
Right.
when we speak on her particularly, this is a person who I have showed up for in a lot of times. Every birthday I'm there. I came to Chicago multiple times for you. It's me, and whenever you go through stuff, I was there, Johnny on the spot for you. Whenever you call me and you talk, I feel like for one moment, my wedding in particular, that it's something that you could have sacrificed, it's something that you could have planned for because at the end of the day, I told people. I told everybody way before, as soon as I found out I was pregnant in September, I told everybody I'm getting married. I said, I'm coming up with a date. I'm getting married next year before I had this baby. If I'm pregnant in September, everybody know I got to get married before May. It's not like I'm coming in January sitting there talking about a wedding. I told the people who needed to know way ahead of time for them to plan.
And everybody had got their fucking taxes, but my ass. I'm like, what the fuck? That was around
or
tax
even
time.
that, people had jobs. People had ways to make it happen. And if you couldn't, you could have been woman enough to tell me, like, I'm not going to be able to make it. I regret it, this, that, and the third. Don't tell me that you coming. Or even the fake energy, like, oh, how we going to be bridesmaids? Like, it was like a waste of time to me. And then after you decide not to come, you want to speak to other people ill about me. Like, yeah, motherfuckers created a whole posse of talking shit about me. Like,
yeah, talk shit about me too.
Even my husband, that type of, it was like all these events that I feel like it's just non-reconcilable. And it's one of the things that it's like, we at the point of no return.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry I had to unload all that, but it's like, we might as well just keep it 100% honest. And at the end of the day, I still love everybody the same. I still love Kiana. I still want her the best. I still love her kids. I still love, her as a person. But as far as friendships and having access to me, we done on that point.
Yeah. Damn. But yeah, I ain't been talking to nobody. My number been the same. So it's like, I really don't be wanting to talk to people because shit, I be talking to my damn self. Girl, I be in this house going, and what? Answering all kinds of shit. And then it's like people would think I'm a witch.
Wait a minute. You a witch? Don't be over there doing no voodoo now. Like,
no, I don't. I'm not a witch, everybody. But people be thinking I'm a witch, like, oh, she a witch, she do this, she do that. I'm just trying to keep my fucking soul to the point where I don't want to spaz out. Cause about me, I've been a fucking single mom for what, 8, how you say that word? Consecutive
8 consecutive years.
Consecutive years. And I could easily snap the fuck out and kill my daughter and then kill myself.
Or the fact that you've been through a lot of trauma from the age of 15. Like, let's keep it 100% real. You've been going through shit since the age of 15. From toxic relationships, older men, abusive relationships, absent father, shitty friends. That's just, shitty relationships. Like, you had a lot of shit that happened. Or even having your daughter in that abandonment from the father. Like, you doing it on your own. That's a lot.
Yeah. So this one lady, she a tarot reader. Her name is T. I be talking to her. But I can't talk to her too long because I be, she'll give out messages on YouTube Live, but she only on Patreon and YouTube. And it's like I get her. Yeah, you gotta pay her through her email and the Cash App. So it's just like she'll give me random messages when I take all the messages that she gave me and I just piece them together. So that's who I be talking to. Then it's like when I talk to my mama, her ass, she'll listen, but I feel like she don't understand. She'll understand me sometimes. And parents getting old. Yeah,
they'll be knowing what's going on. They can't keep up.
She'll be thinking some shit is right for me, but I'm like, no, I tried it that way. You won't get it. Shit. So yeah, the friendship thing, I don't talk to nobody.
I got another video, and we got to further this topic of friendship.
People that you love the most, they probably gonna turn their back on you. You're gonna find out who your real friends are. You gonna help people and they gonna stab you right in your face, not even in your back. And it's sad, that part is sad, but I'm glad, because then I don't have to be with your fake ass for my whole life. Because when I love you, I love you. You know that. Absolutely. Like when I love people, I love them, I show up for them, and I don't want to show up for nobody that don't really love me. The people that you love the most.
And that brings us to the topic of friendship breakups, because those are real. How did it feel to walk away from people who you thought were your friends?
I mean, it hurt, but it's like now that I'm older, it's like shit. Them bitches, they ain't the type of bitches I would bring around my man. So it's like,
What you mean? You gotta elaborate. What do you mean?
not you.
Oh, you know what?
Not you.
Apparently, I'm the type of woman that goes after other people's men. So you know, you
What?
never. I'm talking about my Thanksgiving experience. You never know. So,
Girl, that right there, that was a demon itself, and that was some Delulu shit right there. Okay.
but what you mean? You can't take people around your man? You gotta elaborate. I want to know.
It's certain people like. It's just certain people. Just certain people that one you should bring around your man. After our whole experience back in the day, it's like, oh no.
Do you regret some of that? That whole mixing, intermixing, and doing those types of things? Do you regret some of those situations? Do you think that had an effect on friendships?
No, I don't regret it because that was a life experience.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, I was having fun too. You know what I'm saying? Can't judge a motherfucker. But I was never I'm like my cigarette, I'm sorry. I was never the type that'll go after nobody, man. I always had my own niggas.
Mm-hmm.
I was always the life of the party, bringing niggas that got friends and shit. So it's just like, I wasn't ever jealous. I feel like we were just all just having fun. We was on some hood shit. So
but do you think that affected friendships though? Or you think that like made y'all stronger friends, or did it kind of make it a little weird?
how can I say this? Because everybody had like the niggas that we was messing with, they all was friends.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, certain people had a baby by them and we were just having fun. It was just like an experience. I don't think it messed up the friendship because like I'm gonna go back to the tarot readers.
Mm-hmm.
I had a reading and I met this lady at the water tower, and she was basically saying like, people be talking about you. She was like, but you don't hang with them no more. So it had a picture in my head who I used to hang with. So I'm like, damn, them the only motherfuckers I used to hang with. So they probably was talking about me like a dog because I ain't have what they have.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it was God's way of separating all of us because motherfuckers probably was fake and phony deep down inside. But I love a motherfucker like they my sister.
Mm-hmm.
I was never fake and phony. I probably like go off my emotions and shit if I see some shit that I don't like, but maybe a motherfucker was fake and phony and jealous deep down inside. I don't know. I never showed that side of me because it was never in me.
Yeah.
So
how did that feel? Because I ain't gonna lie, even when we just spoke on Kiana a little bit, it was one of the things that it's like, yeah, it still hurt though, because it's like still a relationship that you gotta kind of do what's best for you and you gotta end it. Like it's like a regular breakup. It's like, damn, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I do miss her, but it's like, yeah, I'm not going down that road. So like, do you have those moments where you be like, damn, I really do miss Shorty? Like, I miss when we used to do this. I miss when we used to do that. Or you one of the people that's like, it happened, I don't even think about it.
Yeah, I'll be missing her. I was missing her, but it's like she don't be on my mind. I think you know what? I think what really like separated us when we was in relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Like our niggas was doing shit and we was up under them and shit. The man that I was with, I ain't even with him no more. She probably ain't with the dude no more. So it's just like it had a big part of us being with toxic ass niggas and shit.
So you that friend. So once you get a man, you go ghost.
Yeah, but I'm gonna invite you.
So let me find out. So when you get a man, I ain't gonna hear from you, Tiffany.
you gonna hear from me. It's just that if I'm going through some shit with him, I ain't gonna want nobody to know because it'd probably be embarrassing. But I ain't going through that toxic shit no more. So
Let's move on.
I think when she was with Scott and I was with Shannon, it was just
two toxic ass people that y'all shouldn't have been with in the first
Yeah.
place. But y'all got your own life experience and your own timeline. Y'all live and y'all learn. But
yeah.
relationships. Have you ever been in love? And what are your thoughts? We're gonna start with have you ever been in love? Do you think throughout your life you've been in like love, like real love?
Yeah, my last relationship with Shannon.
You think that was love? Why you say that was love?
Because that was the first man that I ever moved in with. And he, besides that toxic shit, like he was the type of nigga that standing on business. Like, even though I done dated drug dealers, like he was the real deal drug dealer. Like he was the plug. So it's like I was in love with him. We moved in. We were staying together. And I feel like that was my first quote unquote real relationship, but it was toxic. But that was my ever first time like experiencing a nigga like buying me something, you know, paying my car note, taking care of me and my baby, giving us a place to stay, and I was helping him out too.
So you think it was the money that made it feel like real love? That's what it sound like.
It was the money and like the time, because I took care of him too. We both had money, but it was just like it was basically some shit I never like experienced before.
So what made it toxic then?
He was fighting demons and shit. Cause I was already at peace when I first met him. When I first met him, I was single. I ain't had no baggage, and he had some baggage. And he was fighting like childhood demons and shit. And he was fighting a lot of stuff. And you know, then that's when the drugs came involved. And the women, and you know, he put his hands on me. I put my hands on him.
What made you leave that relationship? What was the last straw?
I left. What made me leave him was when I got this crib that I'm in now. So when I had detached, but when I detached from him, I was still going back to his house. But what really made me leave him, and I'm be honest on this lab, like I ended up getting pregnant by him, and I got an abortion, and that's when I left his ass. He ain't take me serious. Like he was still cheating. And I felt like he thought that he was gonna have me pregnant, and other females like, no, nigga, I'm the queen of the abortions. Don't play with me. You know, I'm not finna, and I learned I'm not finna sit up here and raise two kids by myself. I'm already raising one. Even though I knew he was gonna be a good dad, but
you'll be attached to that.
Right. I wasn't finna do that, like, cause I'm not finna do it. I want us to be a family. I want to get married. So it's just like, I guess that he wanted it, but I don't know what the fuck going on with him. We gotta put him on the pocket.
We gotta, talk it out with him. Let's see what's going on. Cause he older, right?
Yeah, he's 41. He's 10 years
See, that's
old.
why I don't understand with these old men. Like these old men be old as hell and still be toxic. So it's like, what age do you grow up? Like, what age do you seek help?
I feel he probably end up seeking help, but it's like I'm in the healing process now. Remember we was talking on the other panel about healing, and I feel like I didn't heal. I think I was lying to myself at the time. It's like I think about it all the time, what we've been through and how he hurt me. I'm so mad at him. And it's like we both cheated on each other. So it's like now I'm physically away from him. I have to be mentally away, and I'm not there yet. And I'm trying to get there.
Because you still miss him. I mean, you clearly said that this possibly the first man you love, so it's gonna be hard to walk away. It's the first man that made you feel a certain type of way. But at the same time, while you thinking all the good, you definitely gotta still acknowledge the bad and be like, Yeah, that was good, but he still was abusive. He still introduced me to things that I shouldn't have been introduced with. He did make me feel unsafe.
Yeah.
And that's why you had to walk away. We got to keep that in our mind, because we can say he showed you a lot. He was a good man and you had good moments. But you got to think about the overall, how traumatic that experience was. I think we get lost in the sauce sometimes.
Yeah, I think I'm realizing like now, I'm not married now. I'm 32, so it's just like I'm okay with being alone. And then I got to think about my daughter. I can't just let no any man around her. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather for her to be up under me, and it just be, if it is what it is, if it's just gonna be me and her for the rest of our lives.
So are you dating currently? Do you think you dating, or you just like strictly like, no, I'm single, I'm working on Tiffany?
I'm single and I'm working on Tiffany. I'm not dating nobody. I don't got the time. I'll never have a babysitter, so it's just like for me to just, okay, if I date you, you're gonna have to meet her.
Riley, I'm finna, girl, get the mop and mop it up. Girl,
They cutting up on the Saturday night.
she just went in the freezer and messed with something that ain't got nothing to do with her, and just wasted all that water on the floor.
Oh
And then
man.
wasn't gonna even say nothing. Like, I heard it, but
She wants your attention.
she don't have to wait. What I was saying. So you say you single, you working on Tiffany. That was what you said.
Yeah.
And you say you're not dating because you ain't got a babysitter. Do you
Yeah.
know? You said what?
No, I'm finna say yeah because it's like she gonna be there. The only way that you can see me is if she at school.
So you need like coffee dates.
It's yes.
Ain't nothing wrong with coffee dates. And more, So when you say you're on your healing journey, what exactly? How is that? Because healing is rough.
It's a tough process. It's like I think of like I be thinking about all the shit that he put me through, and it's like now I'm getting into like sound bowls.
Mm-hmm.
So I seen some stuff on YouTube where they got like the sound bowls for your heart chakra and your root chakra. So
Mm-hmm.
I be getting into that, and I'm into like meditation and shit. Like I be meditating and having candles, try to keep my space clear, my head clear. So it's just like, so I get mad. I do get mad in my man, but it's like I just be around here cleaning up, take care of the baby.
Yeah. Nariah is not a baby.
Yeah.
He is not no baby. You got to change that mindset. I know you so attached to that baby. That baby is 8 years old.
Girl, yes, she is. You know, she still get on my hip.
You ain't never walking carrying her around at 8 years old. You
Girl,
little.
in the
And she
house.
about the same size as you.
Girl, she comes to like my chest, and I still got to put on my hip, put on my back, do piggyback rides. I'm like, girl, you know your mama back is broke.
What you gonna do when she's 12? Still be up
And then look, I just rocked her to sleep the other day.
like a baby at 8
Man.
years old? Tiffany, you ain't never had her in your arms like this at 8 years old. She the same size as you.
Girl, legs was long as hell. I don't even have to cover up the front part of her body. Yeah.
So how you gonna manage that when Nariah gets when she turn into a teenager or even get a little older and she wanna live her own life? How you gonna deal with that?
I can't even answer that. I can't even answer because I would want like I say, we be having mommy and daughter talk, so I teach her like basic life skills and stuff like that. And I'm gonna want her to be safe. Cause I always pray for her. I pray over her when she sleep. I got my when I did have some sage burning, I put the sage over her when she sleep. I think we'll be pretty good because she'll know. But
I know she gonna be good. I'm talking about you. When it's that time when she be like, bye, ma, I'm finna go at so and so. What you gonna do?
Girl, hopefully I have me some money and I'm taking me a fucking vacation.
Oh, okay. I thought you was
Girl.
gonna be like, I'm going with it, because that's what it sounds
Uh-uh.
like. It sounds like you in training to be one of those attached mamas that don't know how to let go.
Oh no, but see, I told myself this the time where she getting older and when I tell you I'm gonna take me a vacation. I'm gonna take me a vacation. I'm gonna go somewhere where the beach and the sun and the sand. I'm just gonna be out there lay out getting a 10, honey. I got to. I got to. I can't go. I'm gonna get me a vacation. I'm gonna be happy that she gonna be wherever she gonna be at in life because, like I say, mama need a vacation.
Yeah. Well, that's good, because we see these videos about these mamas who be so invested in their kids' lives that they be like, they don't know how to accept when their kids get grown. Their kids don't need them no more. They're not a baby no more.
Oh, see, I'm not gonna be like that because I ain't never went nowhere. I never traveled outside of Chicago. So when she do go, man, I'm telling you, I'm booking me a flight.
You living your best life.
Girl, yes, I'm gonna book me a flight. I'm gone.
So you say you do want to get married eventually? What's
I'm
your thoughts on marriage?
I did wanted to, but I think like I gotta accept the fact that I don't think I'm gonna be older and somebody proposing to me.
Why you say that? It's a lot of old people that get married, and you ain't even old.
I haven't met the right. I ain't been outside to meet nobody, so I don't know. I don't know
You
how
making
that's
it seem like you 82. You are not old. Like, what's going on? It's a lot of women that get married in their 30s,
hopefully
and
I'll be
40s,
one.
and 50s.
I haven't met nobody that I'm interested. Nobody is like feeding my soul. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like we not me and men. Some certain men are not compatible because it's like they, like I say, they'll probably think I'm a witch. They'll come around be like, you got sage, you got this type of paper that you write on, you got
It's a
touch.
lot of men that's into that though. You just gotta go into the right areas.
Yeah.
And you gotta, get out of the same environment. Stop dating the same men. Cause I ain't gonna lie, when you was just speaking about Shannon, I see the pattern of the men that you have dated. It's the same type of men. You say drug dealers. The first one was a drug. That's the type. You got to get out that type of that
Hey,
type.
but I tried like okay, so with Shannon, he was working. So I told myself, I was like, I'm not gonna date no more drug dealers. I want to date like a man that got his shit going on, got a job. And it's like, as soon as I stepped out and did that, it's like motherfuckers that got jobs, they the drug dealers too. They be on other. So I'm just like, you know what?
You can't win for losing.
Right. So I'm just like, then
But no, it's the thing that they say you are what you attract. So possibly your unhealed self is showing more. So that's why you constantly meeting the same type of men. So you still probably got to get in, start doing the work more and start shifting. And then eventually that right person, he going to show up and he going to be like, why you got no right on your hip?
I'm like, oh, this my baby motherfucker. I'm like, see, now he walking out the door, he gone, he blocked me. Shit.
Are you one of the mom? Like, what is your timeline on introducing men to Naraya? Like, do you got rules? Because I know some women nowadays, they just invite whoever, and then some women, they say it's like this amount of time, and then some women just don't do it at all. What's your routine?
Well, my routine is that shit, you gotta catch me when she at school. And if they do see my daughter, that means that they either taking us to the store and she gotta get in the car. But like far as like, oh, I'm gonna get him time, no. I don't want her to be asking me questions. Then she gonna go back and tell my mama. And she gonna be like, Grant, she got her nanny. Nanny, mommy had this man. I don't got time for that. So
She be
like
snitching on you.
yeah, be snitching on me. So it's like I haven't brought nobody around her. So
That's good.
and then, but
That's
with the Shannon shit, like the way that she met him the same day that I met him because I met him through my sister, and I was coming to see my sister, and I had her with me. So that's how that shit went.
yeah. That's crazy.
And I ain't been talking to nobody. Shit, if you want to, if I do talk to somebody, and get myself off for that day and invite somebody over, she is definitely at school. You cannot spend a night. She sleep in the bed with me, so it's like I don't
Y'all
know.
gonna have attachment issues when that baby get older. Y'all gonna neither one of y'all ain't gonna know how to let go. Y'all gonna be like, I want my daughter. She gonna be like, I want my mama. But I love that because that's like a good, healthy mother-daughter relationship.
Yeah, and I think I was doing it at first. I was doing it out of like regret because her father's not around, the situation that I put myself in. But then it's just like shit. That's my road dog. But
Yeah, she a blessing.
I must let her. I'm gonna have to let her go because I can't. I want to have some fun too. Shit.
So you ain't gonna be the mama that kind of be like, no, Naraya, you can't go. I need you.
Oh no, and I'm definitely not gonna be the mom. Now if she get older, like 21 to 25, we can have a drink together. But I'm
You ain't
not
gonna be
finna.
like, let's go outside and kick it.
No. If you gonna shake your ass, you do that in front of your friends and
That's
not
what
in
I'm
front
talking
of
about.
me.
Boundaries.
Yeah, cause I don't.
Yeah. See, my mama was always like the cool, fun mama, which is like, okay, it's like a blessing and a curse because it's like the lines can get blurred.
Yeah.
But I think even with my daughter, I don't know. I feel like me and her close and we got like a good foundation. But I'm not gonna lie, I feel like as she get older, I'm okay. Like I want us to be close, like have that open relationship where you company everything, but I still want her to live her best life. Like you don't have to invite mama. Like I'm okay where I'm at. You go enjoy yourself because I've been there, done that. Because I know how I was, and I don't want to see you. If you're gonna be like me, I don't want to see that. You go have your good time, and you come back and tell me what happened.
Right. There ain't no shaking no booties in front of my face.
Okay, and you see like the guys that she might go for. It's like, oh my goodness, I don't know.
Yeah.
I ain't ready for all that.
And you got them other moms that's out there. They go to the club with their daughter, they end up fist fighting, and it be just too much. Like you say, you got to set boundaries. And we friends, but at the same time, I'm your mama.
Yeah, like we could be friends, but it's also that type of what you call like hierarchy, where it's like I'm still the parent, you're still the child. Like you're an adult, we love each other, we mom and daughter, but it's still that type of dynamic where it's like I'm not your friend. Like I'm your friend, but I'm not your friend.
Exactly.
And I think sometimes we forget that.
Yeah, I don't want to be like that. I definitely don't. Tell the truth. I don't want to be like that because I don't want her to be thinking that she could disrespect me and all this old extra shit. Like, but you did this. Well, I can't do it. No, this ain't that.
Yeah, because you supposed to be better than me. Like I did it, so you ain't have to. I got the experience. I'm telling you it, so don't do it. Period. So, what is your aspiration in life? What did you always dream about? What did little Tiffany want to be?
I used to sing.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You know how to sing?
Not now.
I never
Not
knew that.
Not no. Don't nobody know. Not no more shit. My ass be smoking cigarettes and shit. But
I did not know you used to sing.
I'm gonna tell you a story, right? So we was at the Caveman building, and it was my friend. Her name Jasmine, and her daddy used to sing, and they used to sing. Hold on, what you doing? I'm going to go to the store. When I'm done, I'm almost done. Okay. Okay. Yes. Come on. Almost your break time. Yes. Get that out your mouth. And then you're gonna get back on. Yep. Go ahead. Okay, go. She just close the door.
Naraya funny.
Okay.
She like, I know.
Girl. Through the house you at her. But we was in the K-Met building and my friend Jasmine, her daddy knew how to sing and he had like a little group. And so they was singing Drew Hill, the Broody song. So one day they had like a big speaker with a microphone. Girl, I had killed that song, that Deborah Cox, Nobody Supposed to Be Here. And I used to sing a lot when I was a kid, but shit, that went
I
away.
never knew that. I never knew you know how to sing. Naraya know how to sing? Did she get them jeans?
Yeah, she do.
That's what's
I
up.
mean, but it's like her voice is going away a little bit because I brought her karaoke and I brought her like a what you call them, like a keyboard.
Oh yeah.
I bought her one of those too. But I really was. I haven't not been putting it in her because I'm just like, okay, what does she do? Become a great singer? She want to get in the industry. I'm like, nope. Do something
You
else.
can't stun her growth. That's what you for. You just want to protect her from it, but you never know, that might was her God given gift.
Yeah, but she know how to sing. But it's like my aspiration, like as growing up after the singing part, I never like really was like, oh, I'm gonna become this singer. I just always when I needed somebody to love me, I just always wanted my own family.
So you always wanted to be a mom.
Yeah, it's like I always wanted to be a mom and a wife and like
Mm-hmm.
have my own shit going on. So
So it was never like a job, like a dream job. You never like wanted to be a lawyer. None of that. You was like, no, I want to be a mom and a wife.
yeah, like stupid shit.
That's not dumb.
It's not
That-
stupid. It's just shit. I never having that mindset growing up. Well, it don't matter where you grow up at, but like having that mindset and getting into them troubles and shit, and that's what. And I used to know how to sew too. I used to know how to sew clothes, and I had a sewing machine when I was little. And it's like all that shit went away when I started hanging outside.
Are you like a submissive woman, would you say?
Yeah.
What you mean? What type of, like, you like one of the women that's like, I could cook, I could clean, I'm gonna do everything, don't worry about it. You gonna wait on a man hand and foot.
I mean,
That's you.
no, because we got to do this shit together now. I'm already cooking and cleaning for one. You got to come with some base life skills too. But it's like
Mhm.
I'm a good woman and a good person. It's just that if you cheat on me, and I done been through so much shit, you cheat on me, I'm gonna cheat on your ass back. But I don't like
So
to play
even
those type of
even
games.
at 40, you think you would cheat on you if you got married and your husband cheating on you at like 40, you think you would cheat back?
No, because at that time I wouldn't have nobody to cheat with. So I'd just be looking like a goddamn fool. I'm gonna tell him like, nigga, all my niggas either dead or in jail.
And I married you and you want to do this to me?
Man, I'm really going on the vacation. Shit.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like at a certain age, that cheat back stuff, it get played out. And I think I'm at the age now, it's like, ain't nobody got the energy for all that. If you want to do that, then just go tell me what we on. Because ain't nobody got time to be having a cheating fest.
Right, because it's like if that was to happen to me, like I'm the type where I'm hopping in my car, I'm finna go down my mom's house, I'm finna do some shit, like I'm finna go to the grocery store to here and then retail shopping.
Yeah.
Therapy, that's therapy to me too. I'm
Hmm.
going shopping, so it's just like
Yeah.
I don't like to play them type of games. I can do me when I'm single. You know what I'm saying? I might as well be single if I'm gonna do me. But shit, if I'm in a relationship and I love you and I'm giving you all this love, I'm pointing to your cup. Why would you cheat on me? And if you are cheating on me, we can talk about this. What is I'm doing wrong? Is there something wrong with you? Is this what you've been wanting to do? Like, tell me what's going on. I like to sit down and have conversations. I like to have like family meetings. So
Hmm.
I don't.
That's growth right there. That is growth. That's what I'm talking about. You saying,
Yeah, cause man, when I was in my old relationship with Shannon, I got into some trouble I went crazy. I got drunk, went crazy. I got arrested. All kind of shit. I just beat my case, so it's just like I'm not going back down that road. That's why, and then that's another reason why I'm scared to date too, because it's like I don't want to end up dating another wrong person. Bless you.
Thank you. Excuse me.
That's okay. I don't want to date the wrong person again, so that's why I'm closed off. I'm a little bit closed off to the world, so it's like
How did
I
that
know
make you
what.
feel? Did that like how is that being like just in your own bubble in your own house
I feel
consistently, like
good.
by yourself?
I feel good because it's a lot of women. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but it's a lot of women that don't want to be alone.
Mm-hmm.
And it's okay to be alone because when you be alone, you get to like you think more and you think about a lot of shit and you get through shit on your own. But it's like I be horny or whatever, but shit, I got that thing.
You say I satisfy my needs and go about my business.
Yeah, because I don't want to be up under the wrong person. So it's just like, hey.
That's strength, because you know how many women nowadays cannot be by themselves? Like they consistently has to have some type of warm body next to them, regardless to who it is. That's a lot of strength to have that willpower. Because in 2023, most women they need somebody. They don't care who it is. He can come out the street and they're gonna be like, "Come, you can move in."
No, then I'm a needy person. Like I like shit to be neat and clean. If you leave some shit dirty, I'm I'm gonna look at you. I'm gonna judge you because I'm be like, why the fuck? What? Why you don't clean up? Like, don't
Who
take out the
raised you?
garbage. Shit, I like to be, I always like. I always been the type where in my apartments I like to be by myself. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I done got used to it, so it's like I'm not finna be on some. Oh, I need it. I need him to be here. No, I like to be alone, especially with my baby at school. Girl, I told you I be in here cleaning up, listening to music, drinking, talking to myself. It is what it is.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
What do you want to accomplish in 2024? We at the end of 2023. Well, first of all, how would you say what have you learned in 2023? What's your biggest lesson you learned?
My biggest lesson that I learned was to control my fucking anger.
Okay.
And if I see something that I don't like, don't keep engaging in it to be a pick me person.
Mm-hmm.
Because in 2023, man, I've been through some shit. It wasn't really too much. It was just the simple fact that I was still with dude, and I got arrested. I almost got my baby took.
Mm-hmm.
So I never been through no shit like that. So I ended up beating my case. And then like with coworkers too. At my old job, I learned how to control my anger and not be around no bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So I love peace.
That part. Peace is a necessity.
Yes.
My biggest lesson in 2023 is to accepting things for what they are. I feel like 2023 taught me just to accept people, situations, and life in general for what it is. And stop feeling away and stop trying to make things a certain way and people a certain way if they just show you that they can't. So I'm accepting everything for what it is. And that's my mindset for 2024. 2024 gonna be our year.
Yeah.
It's gonna be that year. Cause I ain't gonna lie, 2023 been a good year for the most part. It's like a lot of good stuff happened in 2023. But I feel like we had to go through a lot of shit
Yeah.
to learn a lot of lessons. That's really what we needed to learn to really figure out how to maneuver 2024.
Mm-hmm.
So what you plan on accomplishing? I can't even talk for the new year.
I was thinking about getting my LLC.
Okay.
I want to accomplish by me owning a small business and
Okay.
shit. Give me another car. I want to move too. I want to move to the suburbs.
You tired of the city life?
Well, not really. I love the city life because I love me some downtown. I love love going downtown, but I just want to be in a different area where I want. Okay, this is what I want to accomplish for 2024. I want to be able to be stable to the point where I don't have to call my mama to take me to the grocery store. Or I have to call my mama for her to pick her up from school or after school. I want to be able to, do a lot of shit without needing so much help from my mom because she been helping me and I don't have a car. So I learned my lessons about crashing my cars and shit. So that's what I want to do. I want to take me and my baby and I want to, move to this the block, but don't nobody live over here no more, but I want to just like get away. I want to, do my shit.
Stability. So that's
it's heavy on the stability. So
ain't nothing wrong with that. And you want just a place for you and your baby outside, a little quiet place outside the city.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. You gonna do it. For 2024, hopefully I can finish my grad program. That's my goal. That's like on the forefront. Like Maya's been in school, playing with school, and I said, I'm finna buckle down and do what I did last time and just go ahead and get my master's and stop playing. Cause I'm in school now and I've been in school, but it ain't been my main focus. I know I can do much more and just continue with the podcast and just staying in peace. I feel like sometimes this year I felt myself get out of character with a lot of people and I let a lot of people play with me. And in 2024, it's like, I'm really trying to learn that self-control and just to let people have it. I'm learning, but I ain't got that all the way yet.
So you been responding to their bullshit?
I ain't gonna say I've been. I got that on pack. I would leave people on red. That I got that, but I'm saying even inside my head, like I replay situations like I should call them and curse their ass out.
I'm like that too. That shit be fucked up. I'll be like, I can't think. Like,
yeah, and it's like you will see something and it just like kind of trigger you and it bring you back to that situation. You be like, why they want to play with me? Like, I really feel like I should address it, but then it'd be like, nah. So I want to get to the point where I don't allow that type of stuff to get in my head. I ain't figured that out yet. You know how?
Girl, I think I'm figuring it out about like not coming around.
That's me too. But I don't feel like isolation is good though. Because I feel like me and you both have kind of sort of in a way been in isolation where we just been staying to ourselves. But I don't know if that's necessarily effective. Because like these people still going to be around.
Shit, no the hell they not. Look, I'll fucking lock myself in the house. My kid won't see you. I don't even got a car, so I can't even travel. Shit. You won't see me at no gas station getting gas, nothing.
So what will happen when you do see him though?
Girl, I'm gonna see him
before that.
But you know what? I always see people before they see me. So I try to go the other way. So when they do see me, they'll see me like going the other way. So we won't be bumping into each other. So
what if you run into Shannon? How would that work out? Do you think that you healed and strong enough or you going to be like, I ain't worried about you? Or you think you're going to fall back into the trap?
Hell no. I ain't worried about you because I don't want him to think in his head like, I got this bitch. I see her, she see me. I speak to him, but 9 times out of 10, that nigga like a thief in the night. Ain't nobody gonna see that nigga. The way he move, the only way you will see him, I don't even know.
Well, y'all don't really run in the same circles, so I think you might be okay.
Yeah, but if I see him, if I was to like see him like at a store or whatever, I speak to him. Hey, how you doing? Hey, then he gonna get to talking. How you been? I've been okay. What's up with you? I'm gonna crack a joke and everything.
Yeah, you always got the joke on that. You a funny motherfucker.
But I wish him the best. But one thing I do hope that he is fucking healing and he don't bring that shit to the next female because the next female ain't gonna play with him. They gonna cut your ass up or shoot you or get their brothers to beat your ass.
You speaking up from being like abusive or just in general?
being abusive, shit, mentally, like all that shit, like yeah, basically in general. So
Do you think men can you think men could learn how to not be abusive?
yeah, because it depends on their mindset. And I don't know. He don't have no daughters, but at the same time, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It don't matter. But you shit, it's niggas out here that okay, we're gonna go back to, dude. Well, I'm gonna say his name since we said Shannon name. Lacey. we gonna go back to
Name
Lacey.
drop.
And Lacey better hope and pray that his daughter do not date a man like him.
Question: was he only abusive with you, or was he abusive with everyone woman he was with?
I think it was only me. I think I was probably his real fucking only girlfriend or some shit. I don't know. The nigga was weird.
So he never hit his baby mama?
I don't know. They said, but you know what? Word on the street was that they broke up because she was aggressive. You know, Biker Boy got him fucking tattoos and shit.
So she was whooping his ass.
That's what they said. They said she act like she was the man in the relationship.
Because that makes me wonder, like, I wonder what makes a man get to the point where he hit a woman and he don't hit a woman. And then in Lacey's case, it seems as if he hit you because he felt like he was more powerful, but then at the same time, he didn't hit her because he was scared of her. So it's like this kind of like cowardly vibes.
Yeah, because he was living with her. Like he never had his own shit.
So he kind of needed her. So
Yeah.
he couldn't play that role.
Yeah. He couldn't play. And then she had two boys before she had the daughter that she got now. So it's like if your son see a man putting his hands on you for so long, he gonna get older. He gonna whoop his ass.
Yeah. And you say, well, Shannon ain't had no kids.
And he got two boys. So see, his kids live in the suburbs. They live like an hour away or some shit.
I wonder did he ever talk about? Well, you won't know because you don't really know his. Did you know his family and people like that?
I met his family.
Was he abusive with other women, or it was something that just happened with you?
Girl, he abusive with other women. Hell yeah, he is.
See, that's what I think. Some people might not agree with me, but I feel like some men are just abusive and they just like women beaters, and it's something that it's not like a switch that they could fix because they're gonna do it to any and everybody.
But one day we was getting drunk, and he was like, "Yeah, motherfuckers know me. I'll beat the bitch up." And in my mind, I'm like, "Whoa!" I'm like, "Wait a minute!" Like, right? I'm like, "What?" So, yeah, he put his hands on women when he get mad, but I put my hands on him first.
So, out you was the first one to hit him, or he hit you first?
I believe I hit him first because he pissed me off one day. He was cheating. And so this particular day, I ran into his ex or whatever. And so she made a big scene or whatever. So he was just trying to basically tell me like she was crazy and this and that. So I had went through his Apple Watch. So I'm like, I need to see what's going on. She ain't going crazy for nothing. So I found out that he was like cheating on me while I was working overnight. So I confronted him and shit. I stole off his ass.
So you opened that door?
Yeah, I opened that door because I'm just like, and then the way he was talking to me, like he was just on some, if you don't like it, you can get the fuck on. So I'm just like, nigga, I'm sitting up here working overnight. I get off early in the morning. I take you to work and I take my baby to school. So you taking me for granted. So it's like now it's on. I'm finna steal off your ass because it's about 10 fucking women that you telling them, all these women you telling them come after 10 o'clock, come after 10. So it's like you playing me while I'm at work. Then you'll talk to me while I'm at work for an hour and make it seem like you finna go to bed, but the whole time you fucking. You fucking somebody in the bed.
What part of your relationship was this? How long was y'all dating or together at this point?
This was like in the 3rd month.
Why you didn't leave?
I felt like I was already locked in.
Yeah, already got his hooks in you.
Cause at that time, at that point, it's like I moved my clothes in. He was like, "You ain't got to worry about none." Cause I had just moved out my crib on Drexel. I was telling him my situation, so he like, "You and the baby, y'all ain't got to worry about none. Y'all can stay with me." He had 2 bedroom, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, "Okay, I'm gonna try this out." But when um the night of my birthday, when we had spent the whole weekend together, that's when he told me like, I want to be with you, woo, after bam. So I'm like, are you ready for this? And he said, yeah. So it's like 2, 3 months
You was
later,
already locked in.
I started moving my shit in. Then I found out that he was cheating on me while I was at work overnight. I was like, what? No. Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, what would we do for love?
A lot of crazy stuff. A lot of
But
crazy stuff.
now you see, do you know exactly where you were wrong? Do you see that possibly moving too fast is what kind of sabotaged it or kind of put the blinders on you?
I think so, moving too fast. But see, I asked him. I was never the type of chick that was like, oh, he got his own shit. I'm finna move in. I already been there, done that, had my own crib, and I had a car and a job. So it's just like we was matching each other energy. So I'm just like, okay, I can roll with this. Hey, mommy. Hold on, she tried to sit on my lap. I'm still in the middle of an interview. Can I please tell your lap? No. What? No, it's the people is watching me.
You know what? I'm gonna let that's all the questions I have. We could let Naraya you know you gotta put her on your hip and y'all got it.
No, I still want to talk. Go in the bag. Oh, please, mommy. But anyways, that's what I want to accomplish for 2024. Please, so
That's
I,
yeah. You got her on your hip.
no.
I was gonna say, wait a minute. I know damn well you did not put that baby on your hip. Okay.
Look, she taught me this her head.
And you be Tiffany.
That's because she's so spoiled. Oh, see.
You know what, y'all? We're gonna wrap this up. Tiffany, I'm gonna FaceTime you because I got something I gotta say to you off camera. But y'all, I want to thank you for coming on the Talk It Out Volume 2 series. And just being open and transparent because I really appreciate that because you was definitely open.
Yeah, and tell the single moms out there, you know, you're not alone. You know,
yeah,
we gonna have to get through this together and just thug it out.
That's what we do.
Because when we get older, guess who's gonna be there for us? Our children.
Period.
Me, mommy. So,
do you hear? She sounds so sweet and innocent. I love Nora.
Girl, until she wants some sugar.
She like, mommy, hello. Pay me some attention. But y'all already know, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And we'll be back next week for the Motherhoods panel. You gonna come on next week?
Yes, I'm coming back. I'm gonna always be here. I'm gonna always support.
Okay, because we the only friends we got at this moment.
And look, you my rich friend. So when you get rich out there, we is going on vacation.
Okay, because I got you. Because I'm not even gonna lie, Tiffany, you have been the most loyal one. You be on Thugging It Out. You be on Talk of the Family. You be liking and sharing and comment. So it's like you need a Tiffany. Like get you a Tiffany. Like that's the hashtag. Get a Tiffany because she be just showing out.
Yeah, you know, I love it. I love to talk, you know, and I love it. Like I love y'all panels. Like we be talking about so much stuff, and I'm open, and then y'all be getting it cracking on Sundays.
Last Sunday was wild. How do you feel about that?
I mean, everybody had their different opinions, and I like how it's a lot of people that got different opinions and come from different backgrounds. Mm-hmm. And it's like all of y'all got careers, so it's just like it's good to talk.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Last Sunday,
Go ahead. What you say?
I say I just like how everybody got different opinions, but we all could talk our shit and we all just have a good time even afterwards. Like we'll get the going back and forth and then it'd be like, okay, cool, what's next? And then we still
Right.
laughing and joking.
Right. Ain't nobody hanging up or saying F you and da da da.
Yeah, people don't be getting offended. It'd be like, okay, well, I'm still standing on what I said.
Right. Yeah. I'm sure will. But I'm gonna go to the grocery store early tomorrow morning so I won't miss it.
Okay. Well, I gotta go to the grocery store tomorrow too. Well, I took off Monday, so we're gonna be on Probably Talking Family a little long tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Cause I sure be like, damn.
Yeah, because I'll be looking at him like I got homework that you want to sit here and still be on. I gotta get ready for work. He be having to get ready for work, so it'd be one of the things that's like, come on, it's 8:00. Baby sitting there looking at me like, bitch, when you going to bed? Like, you gotta put me to sleep. Cause Ryan be on some. He be like, mama, put me to sleep.
Did he get better?
Oh yeah, he much better. He got like a little rash under his neck. I don't know where it came from, but we went to the doctor. They gave him some type of cream. I hope it ain't eczema. But the doctor said because he's so fucking fat, he ain't really got a neck. So it's like all these bumps, like all up under here.
You think it comes from his milk?
I don't think it's the milk. I think it's from him sweating because he's up. Like, baby ain't got no neck. Like, when I wash him up, you gotta like lift it up and wash under it. So I think it's that sweating that it probably slob and stuff getting under that make him break out. I don't know, but
get him an oatmeal bath.
Oatmeal.
Yeah, because Mariah, she got bad eczema. She been having it for years. So give him an oatmeal bath and go to Walgreens and get some hydrocortisone cream. It's
okay.
Not the cream, get the ointment.
When did you find out Mariah had eczema?
Man. When she got out the hospital.
How old was she?
She was like, when she got out the hospital, she was like 2 months.
Okay.
So and then I got eczema too, so it went down to her. So it's like her skin was breaking out real bad, and so I had to figure out a way to, heal it. And I was giving her oatmeal baths. Sometimes I give her bleach baths, but since he's so young, just get him like a lukewarm oatmeal bath and let him just sit in it for about like 10 minutes. Then dry him up and put some ointment on him. Okay. What kind of soap you use?
I'm using Baby Dove. Was using. Somebody had bought some Baby Magic. I ain't never used that, but I think that's what kind of broke him out.
Yeah, I used to put Baby Magic only on her clothes.
Yeah, and we used Baby Dove, and then I had the Aquaphor, the Baby Aquaphor. That's how you know what I'm talking about with the A.
And Aveeno worked too.
Okay.
That worked too. The Dove worked too, because I used Dove for us. But like when she was a little baby, I used to use the Baby Aveeno because it got oatmeal in it. Mm-hmm. But if it get worse, just get him like a pure oatmeal bath, and then just put the ointment on him, and it'll calm him down. Because that's probably why he be crying too.
Yeah.
His skin be so irritated.
Yeah, because I know he light skinned. I don't know how the fuck I end up with a light skinned baby, but all under here be like just red, and it just be looking like it's just so disgusting to look at. And I know it make him feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, he'll be fine. Just do the oatmeal, and just sit it like when you put him in the sink.
No, he got a baby tub. We put him in the big tub.
Okay, so when you do that, like run the water, put the oatmeal in there, and then you gotta let the oatmeal sit in the water, and then you take it and put it in your hand. You smear it all over his body. Okay. And then like just rub it on his body, and then like after that, just rinse it off and let him just sit in the oatmeal, and he'll be good. And you're gonna see results. You probably see results like in the next few hours or the next day. Get off that.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna send you a picture once. He better be asleep. What time is it? Yeah, he should be asleep. He should be on his way to sleep, but then again, he might be waiting on me because I don't know. Ramel got upset because Ryan is like a mama's boy. Ryan be looking for me like he be in Ramel will have him. He see me, he be going crazy like come get me. And then now he reaching for people. So when I hold my arms out, he always come to me. But then when he with me and Ramel hold his arms out, he be looking like no.
So is Riley a daddy's girl?
Nope.
Riley a thug.
But you know, she be off and on because one minute she be like, I love my dad, next minute I want my mama. She like in the middle. But when he be wanting her to be like a daddy's girl, she be like, boy, bye. No.
Oh, they be fighting over mommy. They love mommy. It's okay. See, Romeo, I look tell Romeo that I said he better go take him a vacation. Like, y'all want y'all mama, I'm out.
He already said that. He like, you know how many times you went to Chicago? I never been to Chicago by myself. I was like, go. Like, just go. He gonna talk about, I ain't got no friends. He talking about,
Right. He ain't gonna be able to do nothing up here but go downtown or something. That's it.
yeah, he needs some dad friends. Niggas that got kids that ain't on that other stuff. Probably possibly wives and stuff. He needs them type of friends.
Yeah, that's true. That's true too.
I don't know. I just got congested. Let me find out. I'm trying to get sick.
Oh no. What's the degrees out there?
Girl, it's like 70 degrees here.
Damn, shit, girl.
But then all week it was cold as hell. But then today it was raining and then it got hot, like humid as hell outside.
That's probably why.
I'm sure over here like, what is wrong?
That's that wine.
I know, right? Let me find out. Wine. I know. Wait, while we speaking on goals of 2024, I know we supposed to end it. I know, Naraya, I'm sorry, girlfriend, but you said that you was finna stop drinking. Is that something that you really finna do in 2024?
Mm-hmm. I want to because it makes me a whole different person.
Really?
And then it's like I take 2 sips, I get drunk fast, so I'm just like, I'm not.
I think.
Girl, no. Speaking of, his auntie is calling me. I hope the nigga ain't dead.
Who? Shannon?
His auntie calling me. She probably want to say hey or whatever, but
I don't know. Maybe
her husband just died.
You still keep in contact with his family, so you one of them. You break up with a nigga, and you still be friends with the family.
No. The thing was that she called me when her husband died, and I was talking to her, and then she actually just came over here. That was that, but I don't. It was too much dealing with them.
Let me find out. That's a sad. Let me find out. We just spoke up the devil.
Girl,
he coming back. I just said a hypothetical, and he trying to come back.
No, and I got a reading on that too. Miss T, she was basically telling me like, make peace with it and let it go. Because it's not gonna never be the same, and then I don't trust him. So it's just like, I don't trust you. Mama. I already know you still on social media.
You gotta release it.
I want attention. Now you gonna try to make the people make it seem like that. I don't give you no attention. Y'all, my daughter, she just spoiled and
we gonna end it here because Miss Naraya is finna have a fit because she need her mommy's attention. Tiffany, go ahead and get that baby some attention. Y'all already know.
Do nothing but eat snacks, watch document stuff, and
that's what she want to do. Because I'm sure. You got Netflix?
Mm-hmm.
Is you gonna watch that Leave the World Behind with
Girl, I seen. You know what? I seen the video on Instagram. I heard about that.
I said me and Ramil said we gonna watch it tonight. So I think that's what we finna do. We finna have movie night. And
okay.
Bradley already on my heels. She gonna be right there with us. And Ryan, because that's the story of our life nowadays.
And you know what? That's a good thing because look, people is out here, they don't spend time with their kids or their husband, their family. That is a blessing to like be able to, and then it's like your family is like your friends. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like that's the thing to do.
That's definitely the vibes that we got going on. Me, you, everybody that be in their little house and
we're back in the room.
She gonna come right back like, Ma, I thought you said you was done.
She want me to walk to the store. I'm gonna walk to the store getting some snacks, but that's gonna be like around 9 something before the store closed.
They opened up the store right here on Indiana.
You know, they opened up the store right here on Indiana. 9 o'clock. 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 9 o'clo
You gonna be
It's
walking
like
there late?
I walk right through the alley and come back. I got a baton.
Oh, okay. You know you gotta be safe in these streets. You gotta stay dangerous.
Yeah, yeah,
You know they be kidnapping people.
yeah. Then it's a lot of immigrants.
Yeah,
They
how is that? Let's talk about that. How is that? Cause my daddy was telling me about how it's just like down there on the low end, they like everywhere that they be stealing, that they be causing problems, that they just weird.
yeah they all so they first had them sleeping in front of the police stations. Like
Um,
they had camps out there. It was baby strollers. It was wild. So it's like now the abandoned buildings, they starting to like open them up. And then some of them are smart. They are construction workers, so they know how to fucking tear some shit down and build it up. So and they also gave them all $9,000 a piece on the card. Can't even help us, but they help them.
that's crazy.
Girl, yes, they got cars and everything. I'm like,
What
what
my
the
9,000?
right. So I'm just like, yeah, they go to Naraya school too. They put them all in school.
I mean, I guess it's the good, but it's crazy because they just flooded the neighborhood. And I mean, it's not their fault. We're not saying like it's the immigrants' fault. I just feel like the United States, the Illinois, the infrastructure is like they needed to do a better job with that. Cause it's like, how y'all helping them, but y'all not helping the people that actually been here.
I think they trying to wipe out the whole Mexico, whatever they came from, and they trying to do some shit with they peoples and just send them over here.
Mm.
I think they up to some shit, but some of them they speak. You know what I'm saying? You got, but look, they came. I just feel like everybody gonna have to get along because it's like we shouldn't be each other's enemies because it's like we need to be on each other's side because they doing exactly how y'all doing they doing us the same fucking way. So you got a lot of people out there protesting like, oh, go back home. But it's like motherfuckers gonna have to get along at some point. You only judge a person by their soul and not their color.
And I think only reason why people mad because I had saw this white man. He was going around and he was talking to this black homeless man, and he was like, the homeless man made a point. He was like, it's crazy because it's getting cold outside, and the homeless people, they not even allowed to sleep in the
Yeah.
police station. He said, but now you got all of them in here and they giving them sleeping bags and mattresses and all this other stuff to sleep on, but then you got homeless people that's been here forever and you don't help them at all.
Yeah, that's
So it's
true
like a
too.
slap in the face for people that's been in it.
And they two it was two police officers. I don't know if they got charged or fired, but they raped some girls, some immigrants. It was on the news, but they
What?
never spoke on it again. They say it was the story where allegedly it was two girls and their boyfriends, and I guess they was being prostitutes, and they end up sleeping with the police officers, and they claimed that it was rape, and they got them pregnant.
And they was immigrants?
hmm They were sleeping at the police station, and they end up. But I'm like, you know what? Even if they was on that shit, y'all some fucking police officer. You have no fucking business even engaging with them girls.
Yeah.
You ain't got no business. Like you could have shook that shit off. Like no, hell no. You know
Yeah,
they was
turn it
sleeping.
down.
Mm-hmm.
That's
It's
crazy.
wow. And then they downtown too, cause my favorite store is at Ross downtown. Girl, when I went up in there, I'm like, this where all the good shit at, all the name brand for the low. They got all the shit in the car. I'm just like, well, wherever y'all get
They
this money from.
send me some because you know they got it. They sitting there living it up.
Yeah, they building some shit up. They gonna take over the neighborhood. So
Yeah.
what can we do?
Roll with the punches. Keep
That's
thugging it
why.
out.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to get the hell up out of here too. Cause in a minute, 43rd gonna be a Mexican neighborhood like how 47th Street is,
Yeah.
especially on Michigan, and they building shit. Where the fucking Jig Dog store used to be at. They bringing Mexicans and white people. So it's just
Yeah,
a whole bunch of shit that they ain't gonna be able to control.
it's gonna be a big melting pot with all type of different people. Before you know it, we gonna come back to Chicago. And we gonna like, what is this? Like, this was
Yeah,
not like this. It ain't even gonna be familiar no more.
they gonna take over. When I tell you, it's a lot of them in the riot school, and I feel so bad for them black teachers because they kept getting on Google Translate to talk to them.
Oh,
I'm
they don't
like,
like to speak English.
they don't speak English at all. They was
That's
they. I
another
was in
thing.
the office. I was watching because I was in the office to ask them some shit. So they like standing in line because I guess they was trying to figure out like what class that their kids go to. Girl, they was steady on Google Translate. Like then she give it to the teacher. The teacher like she'll like say it back in English and have to give it to her. I'm just like, oh shit, that's too much.
See, that's a lot on the teachers though.
Mm-hmm. But that's what that school get because y'all don't know how to handle the African American kids. But now they coming in. That's y'all karma at that
Yeah.
school.
Yeah. That's crazy though. That's I mean, but hey, it's crazy because the people in Texas, they definitely, as the people come, they dropping them right off in Chicago, Atlanta, all the New York. They
Yeah,
ain't
they said
playing
they
no games.
flooded in New York.
They everywhere, and I ain't gonna lie, it's starting to be a lot more down here. Cause at first, when we first moved down here, me and Ramel was like, "Have you not like we haven't saw no like Mexicans, like no Hispanics at all?" It's like, where are they at? And it was a good minute before we really started seeing them. It was like really only people you saw was like black or white for the area that we had lived in. But now you starting to see more and more of them.
Girl, they finna don't let them get in the whole. And then I'm so ignorant. The Mexican man gonna wipe out the black man because y'all niggas is doing women so wrong. They gonna end up
Yeah,
with one.
yeah. The black woman gonna start going over there. Everybody be talking about the black woman messing with the white man. It's gonna be these interracial couples, which I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not my cup of
Yeah.
tea.
But I don't think they send them to Chinatown.
I bet you they ain't. You know they ain't gonna send them over there. And that's
Yeah.
the messed up part. Just like they not gonna send them in Evergreen Park and Oak Lawn and Schaumburg and Aurora. They not sending them places. And I think that's what a bigger problem is at. Cause it's like, why are y'all sending them into the inner city? The neighborhoods is already messed up. Y'all not sending them out in Aurora and Schaumburg and all the good suburbs. Y'all ain't sending them there.
Yeah, because they got money. And when I was doing when I was delivering, working for this lady some years ago, doing the prescription delivery, and I deliver like to Mexican homes, and them people is rich, so they definitely not gonna send the poor people out there. They already set out there.
Yeah. They gonna send them in the places they've been sending them, the places that's already struggling. They gonna send some more people out there that's gonna continue to struggle. It's just a messed up cycle.
Yeah, and I'm trying to stay out the way because I don't speak. I need to speak English. I'm finna buy me a motherfucking earplug that translates. They
You
think
gonna
I
be
ain't listening.
before you know it, Spanish gonna be our second language. We're gonna have to learn.
Yeah.
Cause I think
Hey.
I read somewhere they said they numbers are going up where they gonna end up becoming a majority.
Mm. See how this world is now? Like at first it used to be hella black neighborhoods. Now they coming in, taking over. And then they in war. They had war over there on 18th Street. Them little
Oh,
teenage girl, they is in war over there in Little Village. Little Village always been at war, but they been shooting some shit up.
in Little Village.
Girl, they been shooting shit up like out west too. Cause
I
over
don't know.
there, what's that? That's like over there, like on 18 and Pulaski, shit, like towards like west towards Cicero. They been shooting like a motherfucker. It's a
Ain't
lot
that
of
Pilsen?
teenagers.
Is that Pilsen?
I think so. I think Pilsen is what 21st Street or some shit.
Ain't this over there like that area? That entire area?
They been shooting some shit up. I'm like, how? People just be mad.
Yeah, that's my thing. It'd be like I be having moments where I be like, you know what, we can move back because you miss the food, you miss the events and all the
You
stuff
want
to
to
do.
come back?
No, it'd be thoughts. It'd be thoughts in my head. Be like, dang, like even now, me or Bill was talking about it. I did not know it was a Polar Express train at downtown at Union Station. Give me 1 second, okay? I didn't know that they actually have the Polar Express train, like the experience, like from the movie. You knew that?
Oh, I ain't never heard of that.
You ain't never watched Polar Express movie?
I heard of it. I heard that they had some weird shit going on.
It's like a Christmas movie for the kids, and they got the train, and you get the ticket and Santa Claus, and they got the Christmas gifts. They got that at Union Station downtown. I didn't know that. It's like a whole type of immersive thing for the kids. That's that. And I'm like, even with all the museums and all the activities surrounded by winter, like ice skating and the lighting of the tree and all that stuff, it's like I miss stuff like that I could take with our kids because down here we ain't got nothing to do for winter time.
For real, because they I think they got they've been having the little holiday trains, but I think that's over with CTA. But y'all don't. I thought y'all had like when y'all went to that amusement park.
Girl, that's like, regular stuff. Like we got Main Event and David Buster's, like that type of stuff. But like how Chicago just got like seasonal stuff. It's like, okay, let's go downtown because it's nice. Let's go look at the lights.
Oh yeah, and the Winter Wonder Fest.
Winter Wonder Fest and Navy Pill, like or a Navy Pill. Like we ain't got that down here. It's really nothing to do. And it's like, I don't know. It's like I miss those like random, like on the weekends that you have something to do with your kids.
Yeah. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, because then Navy Pill, they changed. They nowadays at Navy Pill they only taking cards. I mean, I
It's
know
a
y'all
lot of
got
places.
cards, but I'm the cash type. Girl, if you
Yeah.
ain't got, I had to pay this man to get on the what's the big Ferris wheel thing, the new
Yeah.
one. I had to pay him some cash because you can't get on the boats without the card. The only time that you can use cash is in the inside when you buying food.
Yeah. I just went in a restaurant today down here and the lady was like, we don't accept cash. That's a lot of places. I really feel like they really trying to do only card a lot of spots.
Yeah, I gotta get a prepaid card when I get some money because if it wasn't for that man, because I know ain't nobody finna take no cash. Like, oh yeah, but he was getting on too. He like, well, give me the money. I say, here go $60. Shit. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, that's what they doing, and them motherfuckers down there, they ass only taking cards.
Yeah, but that's the one thing I do be missing the city. I know me and Romeo was planning on probably trying to come up there before the winter over to do something with whatever for the kids. But yeah, I'm like, shit, we got the baby, so it ain't like we can really do too much because we got Ryan now. He can't be outside in that cold ass air. But I don't know. It's like you miss home, but then you hear about all the stuff that's going on up there. You be like, nope, I'm okay where I'm at.
Yeah, it really all like depends on like who you are.
Mm.
Cause it's a lot of people and a lot of people got cars now. So you remember like how back in the day, like around 12 o'clock, from like 10 to maybe like 3,
Mm.
the traffic, girl. When I tell you the traffic is ridiculous out here, no matter what time of the day, the expressways
Really?
be packed.
At all times. And see, I don't
And
miss it. I
yes,
hate traffic. When I get it, the only time it's traffic down here is if it's an accident. I mean, that's often, but it ain't like a certain time when you be like, damn, I got to beat the traffic. I hate that. And that's something I don't miss. That I'm like, y'all can keep that.
yeah, that shit been going on, but I stay out the way, so I ain't been in traffic. If I would have been in traffic, I would have been on going places. But shit, it's been quiet. It's been quiet on the low end, but like that's where they got the most shootings at, over east and out west.
Yeah.
Them, it's been a lot of teenagers been getting killed out here lately. So it's basically over east and out west.
The teenagers is the ones that's out here doing it. It's the lack of parenting. that's going on. Because at the end of the day, our age group is the parents to these teenagers, and we just allowing them to run wild.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
And they running wild and killing people and getting killed. It's sad.
and the police ain't doing shit about it.
They been stopped caring.
Mm-hmm.
They
They
just like
been,
shit. Let them kill each other.
yeah, they ain't doing nothing about it. It's this man's called Chi-Town Crime. He reported a lot of shootings and shit. And the police ain't arresting no. I'm telling you, G, you can come down here and do a murder and go back home and they ain't gonna get you. It's sad.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah. So when y'all thinking about coming down here to visit?
We probably come. I don't know. It's a thought.
Yeah.
We wanted to do it possibly January, February, but I don't know. I know for March I want to do. I'm thinking about Florida for our anniversary and my birthday. So that Chicago ain't really. So maybe next summer. That's what it's looking
Yeah.
like.
Cause I mean, besides like Navy Pier, it's really nothing to do up here. But like go to grown up shit. But like far
Yeah.
as like I would love to go to Florida. Shit, I wish I had some damn money. Look, if you are a rich man that's watching this podcast, I do security and I'm all about that money. I got credentials.
She's available and she's ready to party.
Yes, I'm available. I can do a private contract. I can secure your doors, your windows, your party. Just pay me in cash.
So about
Send to my future business account.
I know that's right, but I hear my baby crying. Riley looking at me
Okay.
like, girl, come on, what you doing? So we
Yeah,
just
that's
gonna end it here. And I know Naraya probably coming back in 10 minutes, like, hello.
girl.
I want to thank you, Tiffany, for coming on and just being open and transparent. We already know we're gonna see you tomorrow.
Yeah,
Southern
y'all gonna send
Family.
me back to my scar and my robe on.
Because you know that's the comfy place. But I really appreciate you coming out, and you look beautiful as always.
Thank you. You do too. And
You
I
know,
miss you.
I know we gonna get it together. We gonna get it together soon. But y'all already know. Remember to be grateful, be blessed, be thankful, but most importantly, keep thugging it out. Peace.
Peace out.
I'm gonna call you Tiffany.
Okay.
All right.